Hi Cancers, welcome to your reading. My name is Becky. I'm also known as Albino Moonchild on YouTube. Alright, and hi YouTube. Alright, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary beings, let us go into this reading, okay? First off, we have the Page of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Emperor. We have the Five of Wands. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands. The Four of Cups. Judgment. And Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck in the overall energy, we have the Four of Cups and the Lovers. Okay. Alright, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, whatever placement, Cancer, you want to listen to for this. I do feel an excitement, a creative adventure. You're just being inspired by something. Inspired by difficulties you've had, like you've overcome them, okay? Oh, y'all, excuse me, I'm just like itching. I think I'm allergic to Texas. Okay, so how I see this is like, right, you got that 6 to the 7, which gives me an unspoken Ace of Wands. And you're like excited about it. Excited about this thing, this new creative endeavor, this action you want to take, right? Now, for some of y'all, it's definitely in regards to singing or some type of creative project. I have Cancer in the 8th house, so mine was definitely in regards to finishing my tarot deck. I have the cards published. I have the art all done. I just had to work on the booklet, okay? So, love that for you with these 4 cards. You're excited, overcoming some difficulties. You're standing your ground. You know your worth. You know what it is that you want that lights you up, Cancer. And it's just like, you're sitting here and you're just like, it's coming. It's coming. I know it's coming. I love that. We have the Emperor and that 5 of Wands. Now, for some of you, you may have an argument with like your husband or a significant other, or even just a patriarchal society, okay? I feel like this is about also too your masculine energy is like you're having conflict with it. Like there's a struggle, there's a battle, there's tough energy around it. For some of you, it's in regards to struggling with control, okay? Struggling with control. Like you want it done this way and it's got to be done this way. But the thing is, we need to decide. We need to discern ourselves with where did we learn that? Where did we learn that it has to be done this way? Where? Okay? Or that it has to happen by this time. It's just there's a struggle. For some of you, again, there's a conflict, a conversation, or something that you're arguing with the person that you're in love with, okay? This, to me, is like zaddy energy. Although, I don't understand why people call it zaddy, okay? I just call it daddy. And if you want to know my dad, he's daddy-o, okay? And he's already dead, so I ain't calling nobody daddy. Anyways, what I see here is like, especially with these two here, it's like you're needing to decide And I think for a lot of you, you decided rather you're going to do everything going back in circles, doing it the way you've always done it, or you can take a different path, a different doorway, a different opportunity, and do it a new way. Deal with a new path. Though you don't know where it's going or what it's going to bring to you, you have that opportunity to pause for a cause and figure out how you feel about doing the same thing over and over again, or doing something completely new, completely different. And I just feel, because we go from the Three of Wands to the Five of Wands, like it's kind of like you kind of, and then to the Seven of Wands, defending that decision that you made. Okay, and I feel like y'all are doing the new thing because we have, again, that Page of Wands here. So it's like new, exciting adventure. And this is like you standing your ground. Like you want to do this new thing because, again, you've done the old thing, and the old thing keeps bringing you this. The old thing keeps bringing you conflict. It's like a spiritual conflict even. It's like, my soul cannot do this anymore, Becky. This is why I decided to do something different. And I definitely commend you for it. Okay? So say, for example, you're holding on to your dream, right? Is it something very precious to you? And you thought that, like say for the singing thing, okay? You thought that, I want to get signed by blah, blah, blah. I want to get seen and signed by somebody in the music industry, a big producer, whatever, right? And then you've waited, you've done everything, and it's still being in conflict. It's like, I'm not getting any closer to my dream, Becky. So then we go on a new adventure, a new path, a new way of doing it. Instead of hoping and praying that you get seen by some artist and you're working on your tracks and stuff, you decide, you know what? I'm going to just put myself out there. I'm going to promote myself, and bam, you get seen. And I mean, look at it like this, okay? For all the Swiftie peoples, Taylor Swift fought tooth and nail to get the rights back to her own songs. So this is like looking at it in a different perspective, okay? Using discernment, wisdom, right? Wisdom is going to, like, you know what you want and you know what you're waiting for. You're not going to settle for less. This is your dream, okay? As you patiently wait for things to unfold. I just feel like own your music. Because once you get signed to like a record or something, a label company, they own you and your music, okay? So instead of that, how about doing it on your terms versus somebody else's terms, okay? So that is something that you might want to simmer on, see if it resonates with you, and just do the thing. Because in my project, in my art, I was hoping that I'd like have the stuff and then all of a sudden send it to a big publishing company. No, that didn't happen. I did this on my own. I had received money from working as a massage therapist, and that check, I was like, look, I can either buy a little tiny home, or I can go ahead and go for my dreams. And I had somebody, like a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, tell me, look, you can get a house at any time, Becky, but this is your dream. Go for your dream. And I love that they supported me and believed in my abilities, believed in my gifts, even when I was at a point where I didn't believe it or I was just hesitant. So all this to say, Cancer, go for your dreams. Hold on to it, because that is the thing that just brings you to life, okay? So that's what I have to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, my dears, mwah, and peace.